Have you ever loved someone so much that distance felt like just a number? That's the story of Kagiso and Naledi, a love story that began under the warm African sun, full of laughter and shared dreams. Their connection was instant, electric. It felt like they had known each other for a lifetime. But as often happens, life had other plans. Kagiso received a job offer, a dream opportunity, but it was thousands of miles away, on another continent. They looked at each other, the joy of the opportunity mixed with the sudden, sharp pain of impending separation. But their love felt strong, unbreakable. So, they made a promise. They would make it work. They would conquer the distance. This wasn't a goodbye, just a see you later. And so began their journey into the challenging world of a long-distance relationship. At first, it was an adventure. Waking up to good morning texts that were sent the night before. Scheduling video calls across clashing time zones. Sacrificing sleep just to see each other's tired but happy faces. They would have virtual date nights, ordering the same type of food and watching a movie together, screen to screen. They sent care packages filled with favorite snacks, handwritten letters smelling of familiar perfume, and little trinkets that held a world of meaning. Every I miss you was a testament to their bond. Every I love you echoed across oceans. Kagiso would describe the changing seasons, the strange new foods, the funny things his colleagues said. Naledi would share stories from home, news about friends and family, and the little daily victories that made up her life. They were each other's biggest cheerleaders, celebrating promotions and comforting each other through tough days. They were determined to stay intertwined in each other's lives, no matter how many miles separated them. For a while, it felt like they were winning. The distance was a villain they could defeat together. But slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, the distance began to take its toll. The 8-hour time difference started to feel less like a quirky challenge and more like a massive wall. Good morning texts arrived in the middle of a busy workday. Late-night calls became harder to manage as exhaustion from their separate lives set in. The spontaneity they once cherished was replaced by rigid schedules. A simple, "How was your day?" required a detailed summary, because they hadn't been there to live it alongside each other. Misunderstandings began to creep in. A tone in a text message would be misread. A missed call would spark a flicker of anxiety. The digital window they lived through couldn't fully capture a comforting touch, a knowing glance, or the simple warmth of presence. They started to feel like they were watching each other's lives on a screen, like viewers rather than participants. The shared reality they had was shrinking, replaced by two very different, very separate realities. They were both growing, but they were growing apart. The strain was immense. They argued more, not out of anger, but out of frustration and a deep, underlying sadness. They were fighting the distance, but it often felt like they were fighting each other. The question they never wanted to ask started to linger in the silence. How long can we keep doing this? The trips to see each other, once filled with pure joy, became tinged with the sorrow of the inevitable departure. The hellos were thrilling, but the goodbyes at the airport became more and more heart-wrenching, each one feeling heavier than the last. They were trying to hold on to the memory of the couple they were, but they were becoming strangers to the people they were now. The love was still there, a deep, foundational love, but it was being crushed under the weight of logistics, loneliness, and the simple, painful fact of their physical separation. They were two people who loved each other deeply, but were living on different planets. The conversation they had been avoiding finally happened. It wasn't angry or dramatic. It was quiet, honest, and filled with a profound sense of grief. It was on a video call, late one night for Naledi, early in the afternoon for Kagiso. There were tears, of course. Tears for the love they shared, for the future they had planned, and for the promise they couldn't keep. They admitted that the distance had won. Not because their love wasn't strong enough, but because they deserved more than a love lived through a screen. They deserved a partner they could hold, laugh with in the same room, and build a daily life with. Continuing their long-distance relationship felt like holding on to a beautiful memory at the expense of their present happiness. They were hurting themselves and each other by refusing to let go. And so, with the heaviest hearts, they made the decision to end their romantic relationship. It was a mutual choice, born not from a lack of love, but from an abundance of it. A love that wanted the other person to be truly happy, even if it meant not being together. They didn't blame each other. They blamed the circumstances, the miles, the simple, unchangeable fact of their geography. In that final conversation, they promised to remember the good times, the laughter, the adventures, the unwavering support. They thanked each other for the growth, the lessons, and the beautiful chapter they had written together. It was a breakup, but it didn't feel like a failure. It felt like a graduation, an acknowledgement that their story, in its current form, had reached its natural conclusion. The end of a relationship doesn't always have to be a battlefield. Sometimes, it's a quiet, respectful parting of ways. Kagiso and Naledi's story is a testament to that. Their love didn't die, it transformed. It became a beautiful memory, a source of strength, and a lesson in loving someone enough to let them go. Their story teaches us that some love stories aren't about a happily ever after together, but about the profound impact two people can have on each other's lives, no matter where they end up. It's a reminder that a peaceful end can be just as meaningful as a beautiful beginning. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content about the many forms that love can take.